With his English and Spanish language music combining pop, R&B, Latin and rock, Enrique Iglesias is a one-man ambassador of global culture. As a young singer, Enrique wanted a music career but was determined not to ride the coattails of his famous father, Julio Iglesias. Recording a demo under another name, scoring a record deal and releasing his first album, the rest, as they say, is music history. With 55 million albums sold worldwide and fans the world over, Enrique's hitting the dance floor with his new album Euphoria. Not to mention the town, having given yesterday's Melbourne Cup a dose of international glamour. Lady, it's time to let the swooning begin. It's Enrique Iglesias.
Again. I keep on being underdressed.
Mate, I could have a $4 million suit on, I still wouldn't look good.
Well, you were at the Cup yesterday, where I'm sure you were very well dressed. You were swarmed by the ladies. How do our girls stack up on a global scale?
It's actually a very cool tradition. I actually had a good time. Had a few drinks.
Responsibly, I hope.
Responsibly. I didn't drive, and got to see some horse racing. It was good.
The girls look good, though, don't they? I mean, you've seen a lot of women around the world. Aussie chicks.
Oh,
good?
the people are great, and the girls were beautiful. A lot of hats.
That's the correct answer.
No. Everyone was very polite. Everyone's always very polite when I come to Australia.
You were at the racing yesterday. Did you put a bet on? Because I know you're a big football fan.
I did.
And you put a big bet on the World Cup when Spain won. Something about...
I love soccer. For me, football... I'm glad you call it football. I love it. For me, it's the most... It's the most intriguing sport. Watching it on TV is the one I personally like the most.
Yeah, but you didn't put money on it,
I didn't put money on it. I did. You know, again, drinking a little bit involved. You know, you watch and you make stupid bets with your friends.
So which
which involved a little bit of indecent exposure.
On A?
You see, my friends and I, we used to ski naked when we were teenagers. But we used to do that a lot. I have a lot of friends that are a little bit crazy, and we just went back to those times. If Spain won the World Cup, which they did.
They did, so you skied naked?
I skied naked, yeah, but it's not a big deal. The whole...
I've read, though, that you like to get naked. Your new clip, you're pretty much naked. You don't have a problem.
No, but the whole point was not so much skiing naked. It's, if you've been to Miami, skiing at night, it was skiing at night. It's full of sharks, so that's really... It was more the scary thing about, you know, the nakedness just adds a little bit to it. It's stupidity.
I just can't believe in a world with paparazzi and phones on cameras that there is not footage of you skiing naked. How does that not exist?
Because it would probably ruin my career, Charlie. That cannot be... No, not possible.
You were talking about your mates before. You still have the same circle of friends that you grew up with, don't you?
I do. I have the same... I mean, they're like my best friends, and they're like family, and I'm just glad.
And hanging out with you would be pretty cool for them too.
I feel cooler hanging out with them.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're all very cool, to be honest.
This is one thing that fascinates me about you, though, is that you're incredibly famous all around the world, but your private life is still very private. How do you do that?
Charlie, I try to keep it as private as possible, because for me, I need a balance in my life. I just cannot go home and open up a laptop or open up a newspaper or magazine and read about my personal life. It's difficult already. Life is difficult as it is sometimes, and the last thing you want to do is just make it all public when it comes on to personal things. I just would never be able to handle that. I just couldn't handle that.
You just need your own time to ski naked.
Exactly. And the ski naked thing was one thing I said, and then it ended up being this. I shouldn't have said this. I get myself into trouble in interviews.
You can just do the goss on our show instead of in the magazines. We appreciate you coming on. Enrique's album, Euphoria and Single Heartbeat, is out now. Please thank Enrique Iglesias.